coming on this program today. This is Talk TV Africa. We are going to look at development as it affects the continent today. We are not going to look at Nigeria development. We are talking about Africa. We are talking about Kenya today. We are going to look at how Kenya is faring under William Ruto, the president. I think one of the youngest presidents in Africa, of which those of you say is a youth. He can be able to do, of course, beautiful things, maybe attract beautiful things, like what we are seeing in Burkina Faso today. Quite outstanding. Kudos to that man for that agricultural revolution. Africa needs to be transformed. Africa needs to step out from new colonization. Africa needs to move and understand and define themselves. That is what black man is, and that's what black man has always been. Black man needs to define himself. Everything not be Igbo. Why can't we sit down and find a solution to the African leadership problem we have been having over the years? And that is why Africa has remained the poorest continent in the world, irrespective that Africa is the most blessed in terms of natural resources today. But away from that, for example, Nigeria, no, forget Nigeria. Nigeria no be, talk about Nigeria now. Nigeria issue, you never agree, look into because the Nigerian youth have not actually decided. The revolutionaries in this country have not actually decided. The youth of this country, Nigeria, have not actually decided. Yes, when they stepped out for NSAS, NSAS came to an abrupt stop. They stopped it, because most of the things you are seeing today, most of the celebrities you are seeing today came from the street, and they do not want the street to survive. Because when the street survives, the nation survives, the youth survives, and everything policies they are bringing here in Nigeria is against the street, is against the youth. Look at now, say make man, the marry man. We're not going to talk about that. All the gang up against, to stifle the internet in Nigeria, to destroy the internet system in Nigeria, to cripple Nigerian youth, make them more poor and unsophisticated, has also failed. Kudos to Nigerian youth. But we must one day understand that the Nigerian youth need to also, take an eagle eye into the leadership of this country and find out why is Nigerian leaders are always corrupt, are always greedy, have nothing to put down, irrespective of all the noise they made during the campaign and thereabout. At the end of the day, they do not have anything to offer. Nigeria should, begin to understand that there's a need for a youth national consciousness, to checkmate this brutality, or economic brutality, unnecessary policies, borrowing, looting, harsh economy, geared. All of them are driving. They live in good houses. They live in nice places, better places. Yes, but say an average Nigerian youth cannot be able to, have a good accommodation, have a good house, have a good job, have nothing, in a nation that is abundantly blessed. But look at Kenya today. When they stepped out on the street, they called the shots. William Ruto now remember that he was once, voted by the people, and he need to answer the questions of the people. And immediately, that government of William Ruto is shaking currently now, courtesy of the resilience of the Kenyan youth. Wherever you are watching us from, if you are from Kenya, you are in Kenya, anywhere in Africa, support youth movement in Africa. Nigerian youth need to understand why African continents are always failing. The white man will always say, go back to your country. Why are you coming to Europe? Why are you coming to America? Why are you coming to Asia? You have what it takes to develop Africa. Why are we not developing Africa? Why is Africa always undeveloped? Why is it that every point in time they make reference, when they say poverty, they call Africa. Bad leadership, they make refer to Africa. Why is it that today revolutionaries, Africans cannot stand up the way Kenyans are standing up, and ask questions, how did we get here? You can see people are already saying it. Why is it Nigerian youth? Why is this happening? These are very expensive. People cannot no longer afford to buy common. Just because William Ruto of Kenya added money for bread, just ordinary bread, tax. He tax bread, where person the job, tax. Say like this one no go fit happen for Kenya. It never happened. But in Nigeria, they say it's ethnicity, bigotry, tribalism, religion. Then you come here after 70 years or thereabout, you do not have anything to show that you have benefited from a nation, either hook or crook, directly or indirectly, you have been part of. It is quite disturbing, you know. At this point, Nigeria have never been able to define their own country. They say constitution. Yes, well, constitution. We don't have people-oriented constitution. What are they doing about it? But the most surprising thing is that, you know, things are getting out of hand in Nigeria. Things are becoming very expensive in Nigeria. Things are becoming very funny in Nigeria. Still, Nigerian youths are still looking at where do we start from. I know that one day, how it will start might not be worse than, you know, answers. You know, how it will start might be miscalculation from the politicians, like what is happening in Rivers State, like what is happening in Kano, like what is about to happen in the Edo State election. All these kind of things, you know, are flashpoints that can generate, that can engineer, that can escalate a possible revolution that will transform Nigeria to a better, more better, advanced society that people, black people all over the world can be proud of. Well, kudos, beautiful kudos, you know, 100% kudos to Kenyan youth, you know, for standing tall, you know, against intimidation, for standing tall against bullets, for standing tall against intimidation, for standing tall against injustice, for standing tall against economic saboteurs in that country. Kudos to them. And on this platform today is dedicated to Kenyan youth. Thank you for being an inspiration to other youth of Africa. Keep watching Talk TV Africa as we keep on bringing you developments on this platform often and on. God bless you.